We're here at the VOJN Primary School grounds, and we're here to witness the semi-final encounter between SDA Jets and New Vision. The final work being completed on the pitch. Outside of that, the teams are getting in slowly. Match, as usual, scheduled to start at 12, but you know it goes. Might not start till after 1, as the players take their jolly good time to get here. I think the 2 umpires are here already, and so as soon as the players are in, the toss will be spun and the game will be underway. We'll take this break, we'll be back.
Second ball, Morton stroked it deliberately over square cover for 4. Morton and Williams opening the batting, I think. Number 10, the fast bowler for Nisbet, trying to flick it on the onside there. Must have touched something, no wide signal. It's the 3rd ball of the over. It looks pretty quick for a young man, looking good. Perhaps one for the future. So Jadel Allen is a stout guy. Was always known to be stout, but has grown. Curtis Morton, the elder, the veteran, is on the other side. He's facing up as the fast bowler goes away, passes umpire steps and onto the pads of Morton, tucking it into the onside, looking to get us at least 2. He's running beautifully, and there's a chance for 3 if they're interested. But no, 9 is changed. So that's a score that's gone on to 12 without loss in the first over. We've got Jets playing against Nevis Youths. Number 10 goes away, passes Eustace Johnson, the umpire. Jumps, delivers. Morton is beaten. All ends up a lovely delivery. Morton coming forward, looking to tuck it again into the onside. The ball moved away to the offside, left him. Luckily, did not touch anything. Just went right through. Morton is revisiting the spot where the ball had passed and indicating to himself that he should have perhaps dabbed it into the offside. That's a young team here in Nevis playing against Seventh-day Adventist Jets again over the offside, looking to play it back to the spot he had played earlier, but this time taking the outer portion of the bat and going down to wideish third man, and only a single been had. 14 off of that first. That's 14-4, 2-6-7 off of that first over. And young man looking good. Nisbet looks good. Has some good momentum. A lovely run up. Goes away and delivers. Hands up, knocked him on the pad. Allen looking to get out of the way. Ball going down on the onside. Umpire Eustace Johnson shaking his head in the negative. It's the end of the first over. 7 without loss, SDA Jets. They are playing against New Vision. So Nisbet had a good over. Tempted Morton a couple of times outside the off stump, who played some shots, both deliberate into the offside, but then beat him. All ends up with a beautiful delivery, and had Allen struck on the pad, but it was going down the leg side. The bowler coming from the Western United Abbey. I think his name is Pemberton, last name I believe. I'm not sure, but Tizabe, the left-arm spinner. I understand he's been taking a good amount of wickets for the season. He'll be bowling to Morton, who is on 7. As all the runs that has been scored for the Jets. He'll be coming from the western end. Umpire presiding is umpire Oscar Brown. Comes between the umpire and the stumps. Flighted delivery. Morton dances down to him. Comes off the inner portion of the bat. Goes away to the square area in mid-wicket there. Mid-wicket deep. Collects. And a single has been had. Score goes on to 8. 8 without loss. We're into over number 2. Jadal Allen is going to be facing up. He had one ball just before, was struck on the pad by the fast bowler. Here comes the left armer Tizabe. Flighted delivery, takes drive back down to the bowler, just dropping short of him. Flighted delivery. Allen looking to drive, going straight, which is the right thing, but a bit uppishly, but dropping short of the bowler. What will Tizabe do this time? And he drives it into the outside, finds wideish mid-off, and he's off the mark. He goes on to 1. The score is on to 9 without loss. SDA Jets, Morton looking to steal another run, very cheekishly. He's into the game. Tizabe, left arm spinner, in between the umpire and the stump. Flighted Morton goes, hitting it hard and high. Is it going to? It drops short of the fielder out there. I think it's Prentice or Libert. Young Libert, I think. They are going to be making some adjustments and making sure that the fielder in deep mid wicket comes back in position. Here again, another run should have been had. Morton said no. The score is on 9, I think it is. He's have a left arm spinner. In between the umpire and the stumps, has a nice arm action and delivers a little flat this time, and it's the end of the over. Pretty good over. Just about 3-4 runs have been had on it, and it's the end of over number 2. One of the leading wicket takers. Young fast bowler again. Number 10 goes away in the bowl to Morton. Morton slaps it beautifully to the offside, goes into the cover boundary for 4. Yes, darling, I'm trying to verify the score. Is it 14 or 13? Hello? 15. Yes. Okay. And Morton is on what? 11 or 12? 13. Allen 2. And the name of the young bowler? Hello? Number 3. Nisbet goes away from us into ball to Morton. Oh, it's a lovely plan, lovely shot indeed. Guiding it beautifully down to the widest third man area. The fielder comes around and picks it up, and Morton has hustled 2. He moves now on to 15. The score goes on to 17. We're in over number 3. Playing some lovely shots here, Curtis Morton. Perhaps some of those persons out there could come and learn a thing or two from a seasoned cricketer over the years. Playing for Jets, played for Charlestown Secondary School, and plays for Jets now for numerous number of years. Nisbet, rethinking what he will bowl to Morton this time, delivers. One comes forward, plays it into the offside and runs for the single, running on the shot. He goes on to 16, and the score goes on to 18. 18 without loss in over number 3. Good start here for the Jets. It's the overs have been cut to 30. Seeing that we had a late start, usually it would have been 35 overs. Allen now settles in. He's been playing cricket for Gingerland Secondary School and other clubs, with Jets. Here is Nisbet in the ball to Allen. He crouches, and it's a nice Yorker. Allen comes down hard on it, bounces away from the fielder, but to no avail. There's no run. He retrieved quickly. Had a little awkward bounce there. I can see Nisbet as he walks back, thinking, talking to his buddy, perhaps wanting to know what else can I try. He has been bowling pretty well, but when he was off target, he was dispatched, especially by Curtis Morton, who is on 16. Goes away from us now. Nisbet bowls on his arm, he plays it uppishly, but will get to no one. The man had shot extra cover trying to get in there, but it dropped before he could reach. But a beautiful delivery. Ball rising on top of Allen, came off the top of the bat, but not enough to reach to the fielder. We are here at the VOJN grounds. It's a semi-final match. I think it's semi-final number 2 between SDA Jets and New Vision. It's a team of youngsters. Here he goes, Nisbet. Short delivery, looking to perhaps get something out of the wicket, but there's nothing there for him. Jadel Allen came down on it stylishly and played it into the offside. It's the end of over number 3. It's 18 without loss. SDA Jets. Good start indeed. We have 2 teams from the area. Well, this youngsters New Vision is under the leadership of Wendell Micey Wallace, and Franklin Brown, you said, would have had a team. Okay. So son of Franklin Brown, George Little Brown, who we must use for the West Indies. 19 then. Is one extra. 17 to Morton and 2 to Allen, and 1 extra, so that's 20. Flat delivery onto the back foot, looks to guide it into the offside, missing it completely, goes through to the keeper. No run had. Varying his line and length there is Tizavi. And goes left-handed. Brings him forward, stylishly goes. Allen pushes it back down the strip, and there is no run. We've got, I think, 5 deliveries gone, or 4. We'll wait and see. The tall left-hander, youngster. El Camino Willits style of coming between the umpire and the stumps. And is he out? No. It's the end of the over. There was a weak appeal from the bowler. Thought he had Allen LBW, but that was not to be. Umpire Brown signaled end of the over and walked off to his mark at square. So we have got umpire Eustace Johnson and umpire Oscar Astro Brown. Yeah, the 2 umpires here in this game. It's a semi-final number 2, I understand. Perhaps contemplating a bowling change. It does seem as if this bit is going to continue. So Nisbet will continue for his 3rd over. His 4th would be his 4th. He started. Yes, it would be his 4th over. So that would be over number 7. Given another opportunity by his captain. Runs away. That's a very good smooth run. And Morton almost chopped it on to his stumps. Luckily for him, he tried to guide it through the offside once again as he did in the previous over, but only succeeding in dropping it just close to his leg. Luckily, it did not go on to the stumps. Nisbet is using his head here. He has a very smooth run up. As he comes back. There goes Nisbet into bowl to the right-handed Curtis Morton. Again, he's on the offside. Morton coming forward, opening the face of the bat this time, playing it into short extra cover, and there is no run. The field, there's no slip. If a man down on the wide 3rd-man boundary, square cover, I would say a backward point, square, a square cover, extra cover, and a short extra cover. Uh, not a silly mid-off, he's not too close for that, but a wideish mid-off here as he goes away. That's the offside field, Nisbet into ball to Morton. Again, coming over the top, Morton hitting it and standing up, expecting it to run away. It does, the outfield is pretty fast, and this goes into the boundary for 4. So he has a 7-3 field. And over number 7, I'm going to make sure, trying to get in contact with my colleagues over there. Over number 7. Morton comes forward, easily plays it to extra cover there, and there's no run. What happened there? Again, Morton hits it over the cover into the boundary for 4. And so this is the 3rd over for Nisbet. I thought it was his 4th. Okay. So Morton goes on to 25. Okay, 25. So it's 27 without loss because we had an extra. 28. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. He's on to 25. Oh, it's number 28 without loss. No ball being signaled here. Goes on to 29. They're hustling for a run. That would make it 30. Nice feeling by the young man down at widest 3rd man. And that's all they'll have. It will be a free hit. Allen will end up getting the free hit. Will any adjustments will be made? No, it doesn't seem so. So the field remains widest 3rd man, backward point. And we have a extra cover short, wideish mid-off, and the man down deep on the cover boundary. There's a deep cover. Mid-on, mid-wicket, a man at square to the right of the umpire, and a short man there at the 45. Driving and missing there. Allen remains on 2. The score is 30 without loss. They've got 2 extras. No ball and the wide. Morton is on 26 and Allen is on 2. So 30 without loss at the end of number 5 as so according to them it'll be over number 6. My count would be over number 8, but I'll go by the scorers. We'll back check with them, verify everything when it's all over. Spinner has no slip. Backward point, square cover, extra cover. Wideish mid-on. Not in a long leg, we have a long leg boundary. Straight mid-wicket shot. Man to the right of the umpire. And a man on the 45. Just short, fine leg. Morton dances down this time. Looks like he's in trouble. And he goes. Catch has been taken. It appears that the fielder dropped the ball. That looks so simple. Again, another chance going to begging on Xavier's bowling. He dropped one. Now the wideish mid-off dropped one. Here he comes in the bowl to Allen this time. Allen stretches power, turns it into the onside, hustles a single. Morton running like a young man, evergreen. This is something that our West Indian cricketers should be looking at to emulate. Hustling for the single. Score goes on to 32. Left armour between the umpire and the stumps into bowl. Morton dances down this time on the pads, flicks it into the onside and hustling a cheeky single there. Had the fielder picked up cleanly, someone would have been in danger, but that was not to be. Did not feel cleanly. Score advances to 33 without loss. And over number 6, according to the scorer, I figure it's number 8, but let's wait and see this time. Not looking for that single, playing it into the offside easily, soft hands, but Allen returned to his box. Here goes Xavier. And this time, oh, my goodness. He puts it down again. I'm wondering what's happening with these young people. Here comes the left-hander, puts his hand across his chest, and to the back foot goes Allen, slaps it into the offside. Will it go into the boundary? No, the fielder from extra cover comes around, picks up now, and they're hustled too, and the score goes on to 35. There's 2 chances for Allen, 1 to Morton, and these opening batsmen for SDA are living sweet. Okay, so the young wifey taking care of the evergreen, and he's looking to don his helmet and to get a cap, gets a sip of water. He signaled to them up to the pavilion for someone to bring his cap. And I don't know if they got that signal correct, or it looks like he has a cap in his hand. Does he? Oh. Okay, so he has on his cap, and the helmet is sent back to the pavilion. We have a change in bowling from this upper end here. I call it the eastern end. That's where the sun is with us. Northeastern end. Nautical directions. We'll use the physical directions. Number 13 is the bowler. What's the name? Mr. Ward, Alan Ward. Hails out of this area. Here, good day, Nurse Adrini. And this one kept a little bit low. He's a tall man, bowling a little bit of stiff medium. Not as fast as Nisbet though, but he brought Morton forward. Ball squatted a bit, but Morton was easily over it, got it down in front of him, keeping his eyes on the ball. So Ward has replaced Nisbet from the VOJ end. Goes away from us. Into bowl to Curtis Morton. Foolish delivery, and Morton gets under it, pulls it over the top. It's running away to the boundary. Well, the fielder gets it nicely. He's not as fast in that area, and they've picked up 2 runs. I think the score goes on to what, 37? Without loss. Foolish delivery there. Morton tried to get under it. Did not get the timing he would have wanted, but he got it over the infield nonetheless. Here is Ward, tall, lanky. Morton, and Morton again. He loves that dab shot. Morton walks. Oh yes, I haven't seen that for a long time. In the days of glorious cricket, where the Richie Richardsons would have walked, and the Stuart Williamses would have walked, and the Livingston Sargents would have walked, and the Victor Eddies would have walked. Morton did likewise. In the old time cricketing fraternity, cricketers, who would have? And I know Carl Hooper would have walked. He tried to dab it into the offside, took a thin edge, it went through to the keeper. And so Ward has gotten the breakthrough. Morton walks back to the pavilion for 30 plus, and in comes an old veteran, another veteran, another Curtis. This time it is Curtis Tatix Duo. He replaces Curtis Morton. Tatix look as trim and slim as ever. Another evergreen. These have been playing the game for very, very long. Saw him play it in school. Was able to do a little work with him, watch him. Went on to play for Empire, and he went on to play for Nevis. Curtis Tatix, as he comes in. Tatix door. Another right-hander, replacing a right-hander. He's getting his guard on umpire Eustace Johnson. So Ward has effected the breakthrough for the young guys. And Tatik looking to drive through the offside. He does love a shot through the offside. He holds his bat up like the Englishmen of today. He holds his bat up and looks to drive through. You know, after a few pats, he holds his bat up like most of the batsmen of the day, waiting on it. He settles now. Ward goes away, ball to him. And he holds the bat up and allows it to go through. It's a wide, has been signaled. I think the score would be about 36. And we are in over number 9. Ward moves in, passes umpire. Eustace Johnson bowls to Curtis Bow, and a wide the ball again. It's called again as the signal comes in. So the score would be about 37, 38 for 1. Yeah, in goes Allen. This one, my goodness, coming off. Is it the pad or the outer portion of the bat? Looking to run there, going for 2. Tactics, running, hustling, like an evergreen. These guys seem to be doing some training, keeping fit. And he looks good running. And it's 2 runs. We're making an appeal, but to no avail. And the score goes on to 38. Back check the score. And overs. Here he goes in. And he's beaten. Lovely delivery there from Ward. He moves the ball away. This one really stood up, got a little bounce and moved away from Duo. He went through to the keeper. And there is no run. We're going to get a verification of the score and the overs. And it's the end of the over from Ward, who got the breakthrough, getting the wicket of Curtis Sandopi Morton. And are we having a change at the other end? No. He's shifting the fielders around. We've got a long leg. No, that's deep long on. Short, mid on, wide. A deep square. A man to the left of the umpire, forward of square. And a man at short, fine leg. Deep. Here comes forward the left-hander bowling again. And I think he would have a quota of at least 5 overs. It's a 30 over, 5 or 6 overs, so he has been bowling well. Dropped 2 of his own catches. One was dropped by the mid-off also. So 3 catches going a begging off of his bowler, Tizavi, of his bowling. Left arm, flighted delivery onto the back foot. Should have gone forward there. Allen looking to punch it through the offside. Okay, thank you, sir. Over number 7. And it's 40 for 1. Of which Curtis Morton would have gotten at least 35. Wide delivery. So now it's 41. Drifting down the leg side for the first time there is Xavier. And so the score goes up to 41. Left armer in between the umpire and the stumps. Puts his hand across his stomach. Beats Allen again.
Stand up, stand and deliver.
Yeah. Reminds me of Clinton Swanston, who holds his pocket. But I don't see any pocket there, but he puts his right arm across his stomach and bowls with his left hand. At this time he's bowled him. Was just told he was standing backing away too much. This time it was traitor. Lovely delivery, getting his own sweet revenge, putting him down twice. But this time getting his wicket. All right. Bowling him. Allen was playing too much under the back foot, backing away. And he is gone. I think he would have made about 3 or 4 runs. It's 41 for 2. In over. It look a little slack to me there. But he most likely will be comfortable with what is taking his guard from umpire Oscar Brown, who is umpiring from the C end. I use the physical location. Flighted delivery when is beaten. Coming forward there, lovely ball by the young Tizavia, left armer. Ball, he went forward, searching. It moved away from him, straight into the keeper's gloves. He has been the man. Here comes. Forward this time, makes connection, finds extra cover, and it's the end of the 7th over. I almost thought it would have been the 9th over, but we go by what we have been told, and we'll abide by it. Deep third, deep backward point, onto the back foot goes, Tatix driving, pulling it beautifully into the onside, had the timing, one bounce to the young man who fielded effectively but not cleanly, and hustled for 2. The score goes on to 43 for 2. So short extra cover, wideish mid-off, and a man down on the deep cover boundary. That's the offside for Allen, and we have got a wideish mid-on, a straight mid-wicket, a man right to the right of the umpire, backward square, and a man down on the fine leg boundary. Well, that's Dua playing it straight back to the bowler, and there is no run. So one Curtis replacing another Curtis, and he looks to want to be on the go. He still has this high back lift from days of old. He looks good still, like from one evergreen Curtis to another evergreen Curtis. That is what we are seeing here today for SDA Jets. As number 13, Allen goes away. Alan Ward, that's Ward, gets it into the offside, is Curtis Dua, and there is no run. 42 for 2. Here goes Ward into ball. Nice delivery right up and driving it beautifully. There's Dua. Brings the man from deep cover off the boundary. Picks up cleanly. Nice flat throw in. But the fielders, doing a good job. The keeper did not get collect cleanly. So Dua was home safely. He now moves on to about 6. The score would be about 44 for 2. But it was a beautiful cover drive. So we're into over number 8. Alan Ward runs away from us into ball to Curtis Dua. Comes forward, comes down on it easily, finds short extra measure of it. Still looks a good batsman. A few youngsters could learn a few things from him. As well as Curtis Sandopi Morton played some lovely shots while he was batting. Nice delivery, gets it. Yeah, the measure of it. Yeah, putting it away. No nonsense, Curtis Dua. Plays it into the square side on the onside, and it's the end of number 8. I think should be 9 because up here is the other. So it's the end of that particular over, and the score would be about 47 for 2. How did you feel out there? You looked good. You looked as if you were practicing on this all night. The strip is not a troublesome one. On the onside, almost bowling himself. Moving towards the offside to tuck it into the onside. There was Ven. But to me, it looked like it passed over the stump. Left arm. Then moving into the offside, looking to tuck it into the onside. Here comes the left armer again. And onto the back foot, chopping it into the offside. Beats the man. As long as it beats the man, it goes for 4. 4, so the score would be on to about 48 for 2. Nice shot. And this might be the last over for this young man, as we're into over number 10. And he's opened the bowling from that end, so that it will be 5 for him. If they are allowed 5 bowlers, the maximum, then what? The maximum 6. Okay, who could be the bowler to do that? Oh, too casual. I'm wondering how he's feeling out there. He's not in the mood. That's another catch put down by the bowler off of his own bowling. The third catch. Doesn't look like he's into the game. And so that's a single for Venwick. And the score moves on to about 49. Right hand across the chest. Slaps it beautifully, but it fielded beautifully as well. So good shot, good fielding, and that's good cricket. Left armer holds his right hand across his chest and delivers. Just as he is about to deliver, the hand comes up and it tucks it nicely into the onside, finds deep mid wicket, and it looking to get two, but Duo was not interested. Venwick was looking for the second, and the score would be on to about 50 by now. 50 for two. Over number 10. Tucking and looking, oh, dangerous there. Duo doing the right thing, sending back Venwick, and there is no run. But they're looking to move the score forward after a few deliveries that kept them quiet. It's the end of over number 10. And Curtis, your views, the two batsmen there looking to put the bat ball away, but being kept quiet otherwise.
Actually, we have two of our better batsmen at the crease right now. Two of the main Jets batsmen. Fenwick already had a half century for the season. I think probably Tactics would have had two. So these two guys, a lot depend on them in terms of a big score.
Wonderful. So over number 11 is going to be continued by Alan, wicket of Curtis Morton, and Xavier got the wicket of Jadel Allen, cotton bowl. Onto the back foot was Duo looking to punch it square, but it straightened on him and took the inner portion of his bat. The bowler fielded to his own bowling. Over number 11. So Ward goes away from us into ball to Curtis Duo. Delivers now. Both beaten. Beautiful delivery. Duo looking to push it into the offside, looking for the gap between short extra cover and the man there at backward point deep, but there's a man deep down on the cover boundary. The ball, so lucky for him. Here goes Ward again into ball to Duo. This time gets into the meat of the bat, finds extra cover, who fields beautifully, and there is no run. They've got a 5-4 field for Duo, and on the onside they've got a wideish mid-off, a straight mid-wicket, a man short by the umpire square, and a man down on the fine leg boundary, wide. Here goes Ward. Into bowl to Curtis Duo. Comes forward, comes down on it, looking to get a run, but it's not there. Bowling has been pretty tight in recent times, so they'll have to work the ball into the gaps. And any bad ball, they will have to try and dispatch it. Here we go. Ward. Short delivery again onto the back foot, this time getting it past the man at backward point. Brings the man off of the deep cover boundary, and there is a single hand, and the score I'm sure is about 51 by this time. 51 for 2. Ward is in his third over. This would be over by the left armer. That's 9, and this is the 12th over. Ward is into his third over. And tucking onto the onside there was Benwick. Off of his pads, picked up a single in the meantime, and the over comes to an end. So this should be over number 13 coming to an end, and the score would be about 52 for 2. Extra cover. Here goes Manners. Flatter delivery down the leg side. Stumping chance gone there. A begging. It said umpire signal. Umpire signal that it came off of his trousers. So here comes Manners into ball to Venwick. Flighted delivery. This time they're going to get a wide signal. Ball dropping on the leg stump and turning towards the leg side further. Hit the wicket keeper on his pads. Wicket keeper did not collect cleanly this time. Shot a delivery. Manners finds the man in the short area onto forward square, the left of the umpire, and there is no run. In comes Manners to bowl to Venwick. Venwick drives in the air down to the man on the long on boundary. He bubbles it, but only a single been had. The score should be about 53 by now. And we're into over number 14. So it will be Manners into bowl to. There's no change in the field. There's no change in the field. He's going to bowl to Curtis. Tadek's door, flatter delivery, and plays it uppishly, but in between the bowler and the man at short mid-on, who's a little wide, perhaps there for that particular shot, but it was to his left, and it went down to long on, and the run has been had. That's about 54 for 2 over number 14. Here he goes onto the back foot, plays it into the onside. Beautiful, beautiful, and it bounced, it veers away. He tucked it off his pads, and it went over the man there at forward square. The man at deep mid-wicket was too much to his left and could not get to the ball. There's an adjustment made now. They're going to be putting backward square on the boundary deep and straighten up the deep mid-wicket. So mid-wicket is a little straighter, and we have the backward square on the boundary. Here comes Manners. Short delivery, pulling and missing. There was Benwick, and a wide being signalled. Here's Manners hustling through the over. Shorter delivery and striking the man on the pad. Has been given. He has been given. So Manners strikes, picking up his first wicket in his first over. I think Venwick was a little bit too casual in going forward there. Should have stretched forward a little more. But he was caught on the crease, it appears. And so he has gone LBW. Now we have a new bat.
So at the fall of the wicket of Venwick Newton, he certainly looked a little shocked when the umpire raised the dreaded finger. Stretching forward might have been a question of height, but umpire Brown, he's the one on spot, and his finger went up almost instantaneously. And that brings the man with a lot of chat to the crease, the one and only Sterling Marshall. He'll have a few words to give to the bowlers. Always has a long lecture when he's batting. So it's going to be Ward, and he'll be bowling to Curtis Static Store, senior statesman for the SDA Jets team. He's flicking at this one, comes off the pad. The keeper races across quickly, and no chance of a run. So Curtis Static Store, former Nevis player, and let's see if there are any Nevis players on the opposing team. Well, I think that Siobhan Jeffers would probably have played for Nevis, and of course the man at point, the captain, he would have played. He's driving, he knocks it down nicely. Good work there by the man at extra cover. That's Jeffers knocking it down. So the two umpires today, Eustace Johnson, former Nevis wicketkeeper, and Oscar Astro Brown. It's Ward once more. He has bowled pretty well so far. Moves in now to bowl to Door. Door does exactly what Curtis Morton didn't do. Didn't chase after a wide delivery. Just allowed it to go through to the keeper. So it's going to be Ward from the VOJN school end. Moving in now to bowl to Door. Short. Door is pulling at that wrong pick. He thought it was short enough for the pull shot. He masters that pull shot, but it certainly didn't have the room there. The ball kept down a bit and picked out his off stump. Jets in a spot of bother. With Curtis Door going back to the pavilion, one of their main batsmen, and certainly a wrong pick on that occasion. He should have been on the front foot for that. He saw the ball dropping just a little short, went for his favorite pull shot. The ball kept down a bit low, and his off stump went cartwheeling out of the ground. So the New Vision team celebrates. 65 for 4. We're in over number 13. Moves in now Ward to bowl. He's hitting this one in the air, just over the head of the man at extra cover. They should be looking for 2 here, but very casual indeed. Oh, but then I just remembered. Sterling Marshall. Sterling Marshall won't be running too many twos or any quick singles. So that's one limitation on the batting right now. But Marshall can make it up in boundaries. That's one good thing about Marshall. He won't be running a lot of singles and twos, but he will be making it up once he's there with boundaries. So it's going to be Javon Manners now, and he'll be bowling to Kyle Wilkes. Here he goes, bowls short, and Wilkes is stuck in this one through the onside, and he goes through square leg for 4. Short ball, and he pulled it away. Chevon Jeffers at square leg tried to dive it up, but it was too much in front of him, and it was struck powerfully too. Well done. So Kyle Wilkes will settle. Here goes Manners, moves in now to bowl short again. He's punching this one, but picks out Peter Charles in the offside. He feels it nicely. Both hands locking him around it. He's a big man, Peter Charles, and a lot smaller than he was probably about 3 months ago. Here he goes, bowl shot again. Oh, I thought he was winding up for the pull shot, but the ball spun and caught him a bit unawares, and he actually tried to defend more than attack. But it was a rank long hop, really, and not put away. So Kyle Wilkes, a man who would have dedicated himself to playing the game of cricket. He would have bought the gear and done the necessary work. He has worked himself into this game. Very good wicketkeeper too. Punches it into the offside. Peter Charles again locks those big hands around it. Feels it nicely. Passes it through to Laborde and back to the bowler. So Javon Manners will move in once more to bowl to Wilkes. Again, it's short. This time he's turning it into the onside, thinking of the single, and feel it teasing him there, allowing the ball to run a bit, but Sterling Marshall isn't going to run for those. Here he goes, moves in once more to bowl. This is a leg break this time, definitely. You saw the twirl of the fingers there. The leg break, he was looking for the off spinner, pushed tentatively at it, spun away from him. Keeper took it well, and no harm done. That ends the over. 14 completed. So here goes now. It's going to be, well, is there a change in the bowling? It looks as if Ward is out of the attack. So let's see who. I'm trying to pick up who this bowler is. Or one of the young off spinners. Prentice. So it's going to be Prentice. Moving in now. DJ Prentice moves in now to bowl to DJ Marshall. It's all DJs out here striking it down the ground. They're only going to get one because Marshall has already decided he's just going to stroll through. So it's a clash of the DJs. It's DJ Prentice coming up against DJ Marshall. Marshall driving it down the ground for a single. Well, that brings Kyle Wilkes into strike. And somehow they know Marshall. As soon as Marshall is off strike, long off goes into mid-off. Extra cover on the boundary comes into extra cover shot. So they decide, they feel that Kyle can't hit it as long. But here's Kyle going for the big heave. And that must have been mighty close, sent on his way, because there was a bend of the knee and it struck him pretty full. I could understand that one. The umpire took a bit of time to raise the dreaded finger, but I think he played right across it, full pitch delivery, struck on the back leg and all. And so Kyle Wilkes goes back. DJ Prentice has picked up a wicket. And where are they going? Is that the end of the innings? Water break. Apparently they have a water break. Well, there was a bit of a water break, but it's DJ Prentice bowling to Carl, and nicely knocked down there by the fielder point, and they get one run, but it was in the air for a bit, but they got a single nonetheless. So here goes DJ Prentice to DJ Marshall. Marshall is swinging into that, but he didn't time it well. He might be out. He's gone. He's gone. Caught at long on. Manners ran around and locked his hands around it. And the Jets seem to be crashing out here. Not good news for Jets at this point in time. Marshall swinging big and being caught at long on. Good running catch by Javon Manners. DJ Prentice picks up DJ Marshall. Well, Kenny Posad has not been in very good nick with the bat recently. Certainly with the ball. Last game he picked up a hat-trick to bring Jets into the semi-finals. Jets will be hoping that he'll do well with the bat today as well. He's a pretty good batsman on his day. Flicks at this one, goes down the leg side. No chance for a run. So it's going to be DJ Prentice to bowl to Kenny Poussard. Number 9 on his back. Moves in now from the VOJN school end. Moves in now to bowl to Poussard. Full pitch deliveries. Driving at that one. They should be looking for. That's a long single. What? Oh, that's a flash and a miss by Carl. He was backing away. So here goes once more. Devon Manners moves in once more to bowl. Again, the leg spinner. Again, you saw that ball twirling away from his fingers. So he bowls not only the off break, he has bowled the leg break pretty well so far. But you can read it from the fingers. You watch his fingers closely. You can see when that's the leg spinner again. He's driving in the air, but away from the man Ward. They should be looking for 2 here. Definitely should get 2, at least 2. And the left-hander comes around and picks it up. 2 more runs to the total. So here goes once more. Let's see if he can bowl the off break now. Let's see. Again, he's off the edge, but it might run to the vacant third man position. The fielder looks slow, and it goes across the ropes now. Gone for 4. The fielder really didn't put in an effort there. No real effort. He was just running to retrieve, and it's gone for 4. Of course, Jets appreciate that effort. Goes for 4. So here goes once more. Balls, Manners ball. This time he's pushing at that shock on the back leg. He's going to be pretty close. Yeah, they should have been looking for the extra run there. But that one must have been pretty close because it was struck on the back leg. Again, I haven't seen him bowl too many off breaks. He seemed to be featuring the leg break for now. Here he goes. That's again the leg break. Bowled him. Picked out the off stump. Flatter, faster, and picked out the off stump. Brilliantly bowled too. Definitely a good delivery that. That one was flatter, faster, and Carl was pushing tentatively at it, and it picked out the off stump. Well, L.Y. Kelly has joined Poussard, and I could tell you one thing about L.Y. Kelly. He will talk this game. He's going to commentate. He's going to tell you what shot he should have played. And if he plays a cover drive, he's going to say, L.Y. Kelly drove that one sweetly to the offside. I mean, that's the kind of player he is. Very confident is L.Y. Kelly. And he'll have a couple of things to say out there. Might not be too quick between the creases right now, but he still has a couple of shots up his sleeve. Let's see what transpires. It's DJ Prentice to bowl to Kenny Poussard. Bowls down the leg side. That's a wide. Let's see. The umpire does not signal. Apparently touched something. So probably touched his thigh pad. So no signal from umpire Johnson. Maury Prentice picks up the ball. Picked up some unfortunate news that well, we'll get back to that as it's going to be DJ Prentice moving in now to bowl to Kenny Poussard. There he goes, bowls to Poussard. Poussard takes it on the full, flicks it into the onside. The man at square leg seemed to be off balance. They should be thinking 2. Oh my goodness, they settled for 1 easily. Not looking for the second run. So the Maury Prentice made it into the under 15 team, went off to Antigua, and of course we had lots of hopes for him, but I was just informed that he actually only played 1 game. They gave him 1 game. They batted him at number 9 and gave him 1 over, which is very unfortunate for the talented youngster. I hope that does not deter him. He has a couple more years at this level anyway. L.Y. Kelly's down the track on driving and on the run. Goes through for the single. Young Prentice, who I was speaking about, stumbles over but stops it nonetheless. And Kelly's off the mark with 1. So Kenny Poussard sees the Maury Prentice going all the way back to long on for him now. The field is a bit close set, except for another man at deep mid wicket. Here he goes, bowled. Kenny Poussard drives. Spectators catch. Back up the strip to the bowler, bouncing into the turf. So Poussard settles. Prentice it is. Moves in now to bowl to Poussard. Flatter, faster. Hits it inside out. Over extra cover. It's gone for 4. Going down the hill and across the rope. Lovely heave there by Kenny Poussard for 4. That's it. So here goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving into the onside, down towards the man at long on. That's the Maury Prentice running in, picks up on the run, and one more to the total. Good bat. Here goes. It's Manners bowling to Passad. He's touchily going onto the back foot, pushes it up to short mid wicket, can't score. So here he goes. He'll settle once more. Moves in now to bowl. Shot. He should have been pulling at that. He was playing tentatively, just trying to wrist it around, but he was short enough to be pulled to square leg. Even though there's a deep square leg, a little backward of square would have taken it across the ropes. Here he goes, bowls once more. That leg break again, he flashes it to the offside. That's a lovely shot. It's traveling towards the rope. I think it has the legs to get there. Does it? No. Teasingly pulls up, and they settle for two. So the ball slowed up. It teased this way close to the rope, but the man was able to pull it in because the ball actually stopped. Moves in once more. Bowls again. That leg break. He's flashing at that. That one made some height. True to the keeper who takes it well. So it's going to be Manners once more. Moving in now to bowl to pass. Shot. This time he should have tugged that, but he doesn't play it well. But he got it down towards long on nonetheless. But he really should have put that away. It was a rank long hop, but he was standing up straight and just punching it instead of pulling it. But that brings Kelly now back into strike. Elroy Kelly, the veteran. And what I've been told about Elroy Kelly, in his day, he was such a special batsman that he could have easily made it into the Nevis team. But as a Seventh-day Adventist, he didn't play on Saturdays, and so that's why look at him play. Solidly forward, showing him the maker's mark. That ends the over. Okay, guys, you're doing well. Kenny, Elroy, y'all doing well. Just look for the singles, too. Well, it's going to be DJ Prentice, and he'll be bowling now to Kenny Passad. Here goes Prentice. Moves it now to bowl to Passad. Passad turns it into the onside. The man at short mid wicket is Prentice, the younger brother of the bowler, and he feels it easily. No runs. Another dot in the scorer's book. Prentice number 9 on his back. Very short run up. Very economical as well. Moves in out the bowl. This time he's looping it. He's driving. Oh, he hits the batsman. Elroy Kelly should have been getting out of the way. They say age is but a number, but I think age was against him on that occasion. He just couldn't get out the way, Elroy Kelly. He was struck in the midriff. My goodness. Let's hope he's okay. He's rubbing a little. Doesn't want anybody to see him rubbing, but he hit him hard. Here goes once more. Goes to Kenny. Kenny gets a shot ball, flashes it to the offside. Well fielded. Superb fielding there. That's Nisbet sliding across to his left and pulling it in with both hands. Had it gone past him, it would have been racing down the hill. And so he did a really good effort on that occasion. So here goes once more. Prentice moves in now to bowl to shot. A delayed kind of pull shot, almost in slow motion. Elroy Kelly gets struck again with the return from the fielder. Elroy Kelly seems to be in a war zone here. Let's hope he's okay. Well, Kelly will settle once more. As Prentice it is, moves in now to bowl to the senior statesman. He's swinging at that, struck on the back leg, but that back leg was planted outside the leg stump. But he certainly had a heave at that. And maybe an inside edge as well, says Frankie. So he'll settle once more. Elroy Kelly seems to be looking a little flustered here, wants to get on with things. But I think the way Kenny is playing, he should play the anchor role. Here he goes, flat and fast. He turns it into the onside, off for the single. That's well played. Little twist of the wrist there. And just flicks it away. Picks up a single, ends the over. One more to the total. Here he goes. Man as it is, bowls. Kelly's punching it, not timing it, just punching it into the turf. Goes bouncing out to the man at short extra. That's Ward. Manners moves in once more to bowl. Again, he's been using the leg break a lot. That's a good call by Kenny. And they're through for the single. That's it, Kenny. So here goes. Manners moving in now to bowl to Kenny. Kenny's driving. The man shoots across that shot. Mid wicket. Can't pull it in. And they get an easy single. One more to the total. So may not be getting the boundaries, but at least the singles are coming, and that's good. Turning over the strike. That brings Kelly back into strike. Here's Manners moving in now to bowl to Kelly. Short and turning it into the off and running. That's brilliant. Kelly racing through. I like that. So here goes once more. Kenny strike it, bowls. Swing it, that's a poor shot, and he's going to be caught. Easily caught by the bowler. Had a swing at that, Kenny. Took the top edge of the bat. It just went up high into the air. And Manners running through. Just held it with both hands. Taking another wicket. So again, that leg break. He hasn't bowled a lot of off spinners today. Seemed to be featuring that leg break quite a bit. And he would have picked up yet another wicket. So just 2 more wickets to go, I think, for Jets. Now, young Daniel, I could tell you about this little youngster, one of the main batsmen for the primary school cricket. He was one of the main players. He's not going to be out easy. No matter how big you are, no matter how tall you are, that little man plays a solid defense, and he drives well, he sweeps well. He has a couple of shots in his repertoire, and very good in defending his stumps too. And okay. And as normally the case, because he's a little man, they're crowding him. We have a slip in play, short extra cover. The man at mid-off is in close. There's a short mid-wicket, a square leg in short. He's on the back foot trying to punch it flat and fast through to the keeper. So Kelly is the senior batsman now at the crease. Not just in age, but in experience. He's a very good player. Just had a quick word with young Daniel. And let's see what the modus operandi is now. He settles. He's come solidly forward, looking for the single. Almost in slow motion, there was Daniel going through. There wasn't an actual call. Kelly just looked up at Daniel, and Daniel came through. So one more to the total. So this little man, Daniel, I've been very impressed with him. And I could tell you, he's so serious about his cricket. I'll get back to that. As he moves in now, full toss, he's driving at it, misses. This little man left Butlers, walked all the way to Brick Hill to get to the game here at VOGN. It would have been very difficult to leave him out of the 11. That shows serious interest. And he had his gear over here already. He's driving smoothly to short extra cover. His gear was over here, but he was walking. He didn't get a lift, and he decided, I'm going to play cricket, and he walked from Butlers to Brick Hill until we picked him up. And that shows interest. Flatter, faster, he's beaten on the back foot. Maybe should have been on the front foot there. There's Prentice pushing it through quickly there on that occasion. Prentice, number 9 on his back, moves in once more to bowl to Daniel. Daniel is pushing up Pishley, just short of his teammate, Demore Prentice. They both play together. Well, they played together for the VOGN team. I think Prentice has gone on to high school now, but he's still at the VOGN primary. So here he goes, moves in once more. Prentice, full toss. What does he do? Oh, great shot. Over extra cover. It's going down the hill. It has the legs to go there. It goes for 4. Got the full toss and hit it inside out. Over extra cover. Elroy Kelly gives him a hug. That deserves that. That's a lovely shot by the little man. Took it on the full, and there was nobody deep, and he just hit it over extra cover inside out for 4. Gracefully played that. Well, Peter Chaz is into the attack now. Certainly has lost quite a bit of weight in the last 5 months or so. Slim and trim now is Peter. And that's good for him. Healthier and everything. As he prepares to bowl. Moves in now to bowl to Kelly. Again, he's featuring the leg spin. He too bowls off breaks mainly, but he also has that leg break in his repertoire. Started with 1. So L.Y. Kelly on the back foot just pushed it tentatively into the onside. Can't score. Here's Peter Chas from the housing project end. Eloy Kelly chipping and the young man is running through. Doing very well indeed. Looking for the runs. That's very good by the youngster. So it's going to be Peter Charles. Moving in now to bowl to Daniel. Bowls again the leg break. He's on the back foot, plays it carefully into the offside. Made a little height. And he doesn't have a lot of that, Daniel. But he stood up to the full whatever it is. 4 feet, 2 inches maybe. Here goes once more. Charles Bow is driving at that. A little casual on that occasion. And they're appealing for a caught behind, but the umpire is unimpressed. I think the bat hit the turf. So the youngster knows what he's about. Defends his stumps well. Here's Peter Charles moving in now to ball. Flatter, shorter, making some height. Maybe should have been on the front foot. He was jumping back. He was beaten. It was a quicker delivery. Caught him a bit unawares. Now he needs to stay on that front foot a lot more. Here goes Charles. It is moving in now to bowl. Flat and fast again. Again he's playing the same shot. Jumping back and being beaten. True to the keeper. That ends the over. The Murray Prentice, so I told you, got 1 over in Antigua, comes into the attack. He's a very good bowler too. Balls off breaks. And normally on a pretty good line and length. It would be interesting to see him bowl into Daniel because they were teammates in the last primary school tournament. Must be something about bragging rights there. Good start by him. L.Y. Kelly calls for the single. The mid-wicket looks a little slow again, moving up number 9, and they're off for the single. So this is a matchup you can anticipate, you can look forward to. Teammates, former teammates, and they're going to talk to one another after this game. Somebody's going to be saying, I got your wicket or I hit you for 4. He's again seem to be favoring that back foot play. Maybe should be a little more on the front foot here when they're pitched up like that. So young Prentice, just coming from the under-15 tournament in Antigua, moves in now, number 4 on his back, shorter. He's pushing that upishly, just short of Siobhan Jeffers, who might take a step or 2 in. Again, he's on the back foot. Needs to be more on that front foot. That back foot play is featuring here in today's game. Here's Prentice Bowes. He's swinging at that. Well, he had the license really because it was pitched outside his leg stump. And he really threw everything at that, but missed it. Struck on the pad, so offline on that occasion. Losing the script somewhat there is Prentice. Prepares to bowl once more. Always look.
Peter Charles to bowl to Elroy Forrester. And he has a delivery like the right arm spinner out of... almost giving away his wicket by watching the ball. He was ball watching. The youngster was coming through, but he was ball watching the ball. You know, the right arm wrist spinner there from Trinidad, number 1 T20 bowler at one point in time. It's onto the back foot. There's this little Daniel dapping it into the offside, and there is no run. The action especially resembles that of Raw Lewis out of Dominica. Plays for the Windwards. Yes, onto the back foot, Daniel, pushing it into the offside. They're trying to crowd him because he's a little man. But I'm sure when he gets his shot on, he's going to ensure get something out of it. Charles into bowl to Daniel. Foolish delivery. Wow, lovely, lovely take there in the slip. Ball coming off of the bat, of the edge. And the slipper in number 17. Siobhan Jeffers. Oh, so he showed his agility there. I understand he's normally a keeper. Onto the back foot is little Daniel, and plays it back up to the strip. Right arm wrist spinner from the C end. Comes into bowl to Daniel. Delivers now. Shortish delivery. Bouncing and beating Daniel. Delivers now. Short delivery. Looking to sweep there was Elroy. And the wide call there by the umpire. And we are not sure what the score is. Here he goes. On the leg side there. Ball going down the leg side. Oh, wideish delivery. Forrester down in the old time fashion of a Richie Richardson looking to snap it. But the ball was slower, and so he played a slow motion shot. Here is Prentice looking the ball to Elroy Forrester. Forrester plays it into the onside and they hustle a single. And there is another run had. And we are, yes, number over number and the score, please.
Over number 25 and the score is
103.
103.
103. Okay, thank you. All right, that's another run. So the score goes on to 104, and we're into over number 25. No, that song better than. So we're into over number 25. Onto the back foot. Kelly looking to get it back to the bowler who tried to effect a run out, but young Daniel was in his box. Umpire Eustace. 103 over number 25. 104, they had a single since that. Onto the back foot, looking to slap it, but straight to the field, that extra cover shot, and it's the end of the 25th over. We've got 5 overs to go, and Charles is coming from the seaside end with his Royal Lewis action. He kicks it now, and he is beaten by that ball, looking to ease it into the offside. Had a little bounce on it, and did not come across in time. Here comes Charles into bowl to Daniel. Flatted delivery. Daniel comes easily forward, plays it into the offside. Man a short extra cover fields, and there is no run. 104 for about 8, and we are into over number 26. It's a slip, backward point, square cover, short extra cover, wideish mid-off. Foolish delivery, and he pulls it into the onside, gets into the gap. Will he get a 4? The man comes around, slides, and it beats him. Wow, that brings the crowd to life. Fielder looking to effect a clean save, slide, and the ball crept under him, and it went into the boundary for 4. So that's a 4 for Daniel. Laborde, the police officer. Extra duties today, I understand. No, hitting hard and high this time, but it's going 1, 2, 3 bounces to Laborde, who feels cleanly this time. The score goes and hit everything to Laborde. Will the ball follow him again? Shortest delivery. Comes nicely forward. Look at the style. My goodness. This is picture book style. This is copybook style. Perhaps telling the bowler to read what's on my bat. Lovely. Here comes Daniel. Shortest delivery onto the back foot. Stands up straight. Plays it into the offside. Gets it to short extra cover. It's the end of the 26th over. And the score is on 109. 109 after 26 overs. So 4 overs to go. It's a 30 over encounter between Jets here and the division. 110. 6 overs. It's time to happen. Not sure. As it's 6th over. Okay, good. Final over. He is the lone bowler that has been given 6 overs. So that's his final over. It's the 28th for the team. Comes between the umpire and the stumps, delivers. Daniel allows it to go through the keeper. He goes across and allows it to go through. He has an action where he puts his right arm across his chest and then delivers, bringing up that right arm. And again, beautiful. But he's got to be careful because this left armer has a straighter one, and he brings it back as well. So he's going to have to be careful. Little Daniel, will he read it? Comes forward and gets it behind it easily. Plays it into the extra cover area, and there is no run. It's about 100. It's about 110. Yeah, the crowd rooting for Daniel. That's a wider delivery, and it's wide, so about 111 in the 28th over. It's the Nivision team. What's calling the Nevis what? Nevis what? The Nevis team. Shot beautifully into the offside. It's running away to the cover boundary. Will it be caught? Number 9 is one of the slower fielders. He eventually gets there, and they're looking for another one, but it's not on. And the throw comes in beautifully, and it's also a no ball. So 3 runs there been had, 114. As he bowled a no ball as well. Comes in the left arm is up here and shot into the onside. Foolish delivery. Gets it to backward of square. Picks up another single. The score goes on to about 114 now in the 28th over. And yes. AJ has been told to stick him out. What will he do? Because I understand he has a big swing as well. So let's see what will happen. Oh, here he goes. And he's beaten. Looking to come forward. Was beaten all ends up. The crowd says good leave. But he was beaten before his bat could even come through to the ball. So 28 overs are gone. 114, I think, the score. 9th over. Here he goes. Foolish delivery. Easily comes forward. That's Daniel. Played it into the offside. And there is no run. We're into over number 29. First over was bowled from this end. The 29th over, the penultimate over, is being bowled from this end. The 30th will be bowled from the seaside end. He goes in from the VOJN end. Not coming forward, which he should have committing himself, but went back and was able to keep it down because the ball was spinning coming into it. And he was able to keep it down. Here comes the man, Prentice, flight of delivery. He drives it. My goodness. And it comes off. Laborde trying. Officer Laborde with extra duties today. Couldn't hold on to the catch. And the crowd is emulated with that. The crowd is happy seeing that. And driving and missing is Daniel. Point, it's a wide delivery. Wide delivery. Score goes on to 115. He pointed to where the ball should have gone. That's a Virat Kohli style. Here goes Prentice into bowl to Daniel. Pulls it uppishly. It'll drop between the two fielders. The man at short fine leg and the man at deep backward square. And they are able to get a run. So the score goes on to about 116. The backward square was a little 3/4 way to the boundary, not fully back. And he should have been by the umpire where he usually would have been. Here goes Prentice into bowl to AJ comes forward. The crowd loves it. Prentice into bowl to AJ. Young yellow man Hendrickson. And he down the slack side. It's wide. It's running away to the boundary. Will they get more? It's going for 2. The second run is very slow in getting the ball in the fielder. And so 2 runs has been had plus that wide. So the score would be on to about 120. Yes, about 120 now. So 2 plus 1. And what will Prentice do? Will he correct that? Slighted delivery and it's dropping outside the leg. And this is what's his name there? Plays it easily. It says Manners. 11 Manners. Easily played by Daniel. He comes in. He's bowling the final over. Flighted delivery. He hits it into the mid-wicket area deep. It's running away out there. The outfield is very fast. He picks up a boundary. And the crowd is applauding the young Daniel. Yes, I think he would be into double figures by now. The score goes on to about 124 in the 30th over. Oh, the ball almost taking off the umpire's head. Thrown in very awkwardly. Was not thrown to anyone. taking his own time. Coming back in, picking up his hat. Settles now, Daniel. Receiving from Manners on the nice shot. Plays it into the offside. He is playing a very good over here. Playing a good hand for his team. Picks up 2 more runs. Picks up 2 more runs, and the score would be about 126. About 126. A good final over. Daniel is giving his team an extra boost. He's receiving from Manners, who's bowling from the seaside end. In comes Manners' ball, and he gets up and he hits it. Oh, too uppishly. And is he home? Yes, a single has been had. Hendrickson reached home safely. Labor is here in a circus. Here comes Hendrickson will be receiving from Manners. Might be the final voice. He's bowled him. He's bowled him. And it's the end of the over. It's the end of the innings. 30 overs had been bowled. And the wicket goes down with that final delivery. But the youngsters brought some life into the game. Brought the crowd to life. Entertained them. Especially young Daniel. And he followed up on the innings that was played by the 2 Curtises earlier, who played some lovely strokes. And Elroy Kelly was an anchor. He did not get into double figures, but he guided the youngsters around him. And we will get that final score for you. It's the end of the Seventh-day Adventist Jets innings. They should have about 128, 130, but we'll get that for you.
It is rolling, but I'm going to come back. Yeah?
Yeah. Go ahead to the commentary.
Yeah, you can commentate.
Forrester! Forrester! Check the score! Check the score! Check the score! Forrester! Check the score! Kelly! the Adventist Jets. All out in their 30 overs. Last wicket falling on the last ball. This one dribble into the offside, wideish mid-off, goes around, bounces off his leg. Going on to big batsman of high lane. They could have got 2 runs there easily, but they were ball watching. Here comes Kelly. And the umpire. Swung into the outside, my goodness. Wilkes dived into his left, couldn't effect the stop, went past him into the boundary for 4. The score goes on now to 82 for 1, and we're in over number 14. 4 balls to go, I think. It's over. Trying to tighten the screws, and division units taking the task to them. Hits it hard, straight back, brings the man and long on into the effect, stops it nicely, just getting 1 run, 83 it is for 1, and the 14th over. So we'll have 16 after this. Captain delivery onto the back foot, he slaps it by hand into the gap between the 2 fielders. Runs away into the boundary for 87 it is for 1, game over. Number 14 comes to an end. So they are again 16 plus 29. That's 35 runs. Another 16 plus 89. That will be another 45 runs to get a win here today. Score to get is 129. 129 is 47, I think it should be. So that's 13 plus 29, that's 42. And off the off his legs into the onside, brings the man for people looking around in Forrester Kelly. He effects a stop but can't stop 2 runs, and the score goes on to 89. 89 it is. He slaps again, this time going to the right of Kelly and can't let Kelly stop. Trying to stop it with the foot, and it did not take any effect. Went into the cover ball. So that's 93 it is. 93. The back foot plays it past the bowler, Marshall, but there's no run. So 93 it is for 1. Right over number 15. And Jets stop the flow of runs. This one straight back, past the bowler, into the boundary for 4. Magnificent shot indeed. Fielders were wide, couldn't effect the stop. It was a well-driven shot past the bowler of Marshall. Good shot indeed. Oh, beats the batsman, beats the keeper, and beats the man at short third, and goes into the boundary. So, 94 it is. $101? Okay. 2 boundaries back to back. So, those are into 101. They're looking to get 129. Marshall is the ball to the batsman. He swings and misses, comes down. The onside visa keeper is coming down here to the boundary for four wides. That makes it 506. 106 it is. Marshall is going to have to reball that one. Over 106. 23 runs needed. I think the Legion will continue. Or will there be a change? Changing bowling will bring Wilkes into the attack from VOJN. From the VOJN school. 106. Adjustment in the field. Slide it off. Here cover. Extra cover onto the back foot. Man feeding lane down there nicely. First ball from Wilkes. Laid back. Long on. Long on. Drive straight now, passes the inner fielder. Brings the one off the boundary. Nice fielding there by the young man AJ. Run, 102 it is. It is 102. 107. It's calculated. 5, straight back. Straight back. Almost catapulted me over. Yes. That brings it to 111. 111 for what? Come on, baby. Come on. Yeah. Captain shifting field as he comes into the long off area. Where the batsman seems to be more powerful. Sends the other fielder into the long off area. He comes straight up. This time it comes straight down to where the captain has positioned himself. It goes for 1 run, 108 it is for one. We're in the 16th over. Go on, you man, go on. Wait there. Go, go. Aye. Wilkes from the VOJN school. And it is played into the offside. Getting a bad bounce there, young Daniel. A single has been had. It resulted into that single because of a bad bounce. He covered it, but it bounced to his right. Yeah. So they were able to take a single. So 108. Well, lovely Yorker indeed. Lovely Yorker indeed. And it's the end of the 16th over. End of the 16th over. Division Youths looking to get 129. They're 108. 8? 107? Huh? Yeah? The goal is 114. They're going to verify the score. They'll get it verified.
Peter. Only 12, you know.
Ooh! Good ball, yeah, good ball, boy.
Boy,
Ball.
only 12 you want, you know.
Ball, good ball, yeah, good ball. Can he be out?
Yes!
Easy catch.
Yes, let's get him out, let's get him
Man
out,
was been batting
boys.
all day long, trying to
Get
push
him
the
out.
score for his team. He's eventually gone, that's Mills.
I you know, later. But it's out. So, they want only one, but 12 balls.
Scores about 116, 117, somewhere thereabout. The thing to get 129. Going over number 17.
14 runs.
And 129.
2-6, Peter, and game done. And they are 15 knockout.
Our supporter is calling for 2 sixes. 117 it is for 2. We're in the 17th over. Looks as if Division Youths are going to be winning quite handsomely here. Yeah, the BOJ and School Grounds. Semi-final number 2. SDA Jets made 129. In top scores, Curtis Morton, I think he's about 35, and one or two others getting in the high 20s. There's short delivery, plays it easily into the offside. Number 17 there, he was, that's the batsman. He's, is this the young man from Handels of Hull Ground? Wait and see. Fast bowler comes in. And a shot. Magnificent shot indeed. You could hear it coming off of the bat. The youngster tries. Got it stopped.
Good stuff, boy. Good stuff. Good stuff, boy.
Tap up?
Yeah.
Or you tap up my arm?
So it's 4-1. 4. Okay. Started to went for 4. They need about at least 9 runs now. 9 to 10 runs. The 18th over is about to be bowled.
Peter, about 10, you know?
Peter and Manners are the batsmen. At the crease. Had a wonderful start of about 70 plus. Daniel has been given the ball. Or in the 18th over. Plays for his primary school. Violet Nicole Jefferson. Violet Violet Nichols. Ball gone to the boundary. It's wide. We're not sure if the game is over. It's 5 wide. And now 11 wide. Akan late, right?